You're ready for a show? You're ready for a show?
Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night, till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch, pop out clean room. Everyday celebration, take a true vacation. You deserve a day, you deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta keep back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, this that. Living my life with no regrets. So I title, link up, pull up on me. We did chillin' at the spot. Anytime.
Drop your voicemails, 804-592-6160. I just wanna have fun.
Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night, till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good?
Hey. Don't it feel good?
I just need a reason. I just need to know what's on your mind.
Yo. All rise and shine. Grab your cup of coffee. Yeah.
The sky is falling. That will keep you safe and sound.
Throw your voicemails in there, folks. 804-592-6160. Let's go.
That will keep you safe and sound.
Yeah. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope you guys are doing good. The week is here, not the weekend. Damn. The week is here, folks. We ready to rock and roll.
I just need a reason.
We just need a reason, Yankees. We just need a reason.
I just need to know.
Cut that baby out. Let's get into the show. What is going on, everybody? And happy Monday. I hope you guys are off to a fantastic start to your week. As you guys already know, leave a voicemail. Let me throw that baby up on the screen so you guys have it and you're ready to throw those voicemails up in there, because the Yankees are about to enter a crucial time in their schedule. They got 3 games against the Oakland Athletics, and then the New York Yankees go ahead and they play 4 against the Rays. Then they play the Blue Jays. Then they're kind of sandwiched in between a couple of bad clubs. You know what I mean? They go on and play, I believe, Cincinnati. And then they play the Padres. We're going to get all into that. But you guys know the deal about this show. This is your time also along with me doing my best to drop the knowledge on everybody and get the ball rolling. You guys already know, man, fam. But grab your cup of coffee in the big times. Macho, you do it better than me, my friend. Let him have it.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah. So you guys already know the deal. Let's go ahead and get to our first voicemail of the day.
What's up, my fellow Italian? This is Jacko. Hey,
Jacko!
It's a little after midnight Sunday morning. I'm at work and I'm bored as hell. But a couple real quick points. Number one, last time I called in before Garrett Cole's start, we won, so I'm going to try and keep that streak going. Number two, I think the reason Aaron Boone loves Aaron Hicks so much is because Aaron Hicks' bald-ass head looks like a cock. A really weird-looking cock, but it still looks like a cock. So that's why Boone loves him. All right, my friend. Keep up the good work. Bye.
Well, that's the way to start the show right there. Aaron Hicks' head looks like a cock. All right, well, there we go. Happy Monday, everybody. Your time is officially started. You guys are now ready to rock and roll. Aaron Hicks' head looks like a cock. Now, whenever his hat is off, you're never gonna not see that. All right? You're never gonna not see that. Let's get to the next one.
Hi, Pete. Yankee Mike here. This is a Sunday again. Yankees are going for a series win here against Tampa Bay.
Yes, sir.
Like we did with the Guardians, but this is not going to be easy. With this lineup here, averaging just 3 runs a game, it's going to be very difficult. Hopefully we can chop this lead down, but not too confident. This lineup, whoever they're putting in, get a little lucky spark here and there from that kid Bauer, but these are not great players at the end of this lineup here. Hopefully they can stay close, get some of the injured guys back and make a run. If not, it could be a long season here. I'm not going to carry on. So have a great day, Pete, and go Yankees!
Go Yankees! No, hey man, Yankees Mike, you're always an awesome call-in, man, but you're spot on right there. It's so weird, man, because you can see how this season could get better, but then you could see how it could also get worse or just stay this bad. It's a very, very strange time for the Yankees. And what I mean by that is you can see the effect that Harrison Bader has had. He's a good player, and he's one of the guys we've expected to be here. And he's made an impact immediately. We could see the same thing from Aaron Judge. We could see the same thing from Giancarlo Stanton. We could see it from the rotation side, too, if we get Sevy back, if we get Rodon back, the bullpen, if we get Canely back and healthy and ready to rock and roll. Loizaga, we know, is gone. Frankie Montas, I don't even know who the fuck Frankie Montas is, but apparently Frankie Montas still plays for the Yankees, and we got our first super chat of the day. Thank you so much, my guy, Scott. And Scott, thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yankees love the play, guys, of out of position. Remember when Cashman wanted Jeter to play the outfield near the end of his career? Yes. And they also wanted Matt Chapman. They wanted to trade for Chapman to put him at shortstop. They wanted to trade at the deadline for Trevor Story and put him in center field. IKF has never really played his best position with the Yankees. They kind of, throw their hands up and it's like, all right, wherever you play, you play. We don't know. But again, guys, to go ahead and let you once again know why that is, it's analytics. It's analytics. Again, I've repeated this a lot, but sometimes in life you get new viewers and you want them to hear it because it is an important part of our game today. What analytics tells you and what analytic nerds want to go out there and do and push among front offices and say, hey, get it down to the field. And really what analytics on the field does when there's too much of it and it controls every aspect of the game, guys, it's like a virus. It's like a cancer that just eats at you and eats at you and eats at you and eats at you. You need that middleman to go, this can't go to here. Thank you for the advice. Let's break it down how we do it in a human aspect, and we'll put it on the field. What analytics does is it says, let's combine the most WAR we can have on a club. Let's compile the most amount of WAR that we can compile. Figure out a way then. So the human element comes second. Let's throw it into the computer and see how it plays on the field. Well, here's the thing. It might play to a successful season. So you might win some games. But what you miss is what we are seeing right now from the Yankees, folks. Heart. They expect to win, but they don't play to win. And the play part, they don't play to win. That play part right there is key. They need to have that play part on the human element more than anything. You can expect to win based off analytics. You can expect to win based off projections. But when it comes to playing, there ain't no numbers that's going to solve what we see the Yankees do. The sloppiness on the field, the lack of judgment, the lack of baseball IQ, the lack of motivation, the lack of want to. They lack it. And that is where you have an issue. That is where you see problems with the Yankees, is that they lack the proper want to win. They don't look like a team that is playing to win. But me included, we all expect them to win. We all look at their 300 plus million and go, they should win a few games. I mean, I think they could get there. Even if we all say, I don't think they beat the better teams in the league. So do I see it as a World Series team? No. But guys, the biggest problem right now for the New York Yankees is they don't have all of it off the board yet. They don't have a good separation. According to people I speak to, Manaea and Sabian were brought in to kind of be that middleman, to block the noise and to say, hey, cool, Fishman, do your job. I appreciate you doing your job, fishy boy. But the sea is that way. Go. The sea is that way. Go ahead, go swim over there. You gave us your notes. You gave us your numbers. We'll do with it as we see fit for when it goes on the field. That is the problem. Before we move further into, let's get one more voicemail, then we're going to move into yesterday's game.
Fire Boone. Fire Boone. Keeps Cole in when he's sweating, doesn't have anything, waits for him to give up a 3-run home run, takes him out when he's not sweating and there's nobody on base. Just pitiful. Hopefully it's good, all rise. Thanks for giving a voice to the fans, Pete. Take it easy.
No problem at all, man. And yeah, it's funny. That's actually a great segment into what we're going to talk about right now. So let's actually jump over. And I'm sorry, guys. I got to do this. We got to listen to Aaron Boone talk. Oh, God. We got to listen to Aaron Boone talk. And I know nobody wants to.
No.
We got to do it, guys. I'm so sorry. I apologize in advance, but here we go.
Aaron, 6-run lead with your ace on the mound against the team that's leading the division. Just how difficult is this one to swallow?
Yeah, tough one, obviously. But it's part of it. We're gonna have, great come from behind wins when you don't see it, and you're going to have these over the course of the year. We crawled our way right back into it. Just they were able to obviously put together a really big inning. Credit to them, and difficult, but
sorry, Brian.
We start a big homestand tomorrow, and we got to move on from it.
You mentioned that big inning. Garrett seemed to unravel a little bit there, obviously, in the sixth. What was different that you saw from him on the mound?
Yeah, I think he just made some mistakes with some secondary pitches. So.
Which is true. Let's keep listening.
Yeah, I think they just took advantage of mistakes and turned it into slugs. So, I thought overall before that, I thought he threw the ball pretty well. I thought he did a nice job of mixing, using his changeup today, but mixing his pitches. So he was kind of unpredictable, but then they were able to capitalize on a few mistakes.
The tying run in Bethancourt steps to the plate there in that sixth inning. You had Jimmy Cordero warming. Is that a no-brainer for you based on the way that Cole has been pitching, or was there consideration there to lift Cole?
Yeah, there was definitely consideration. And, hindsight, probably should have got him.
So, to me, that's the problem right there. Let me talk about, and guys, I'm going to get to the rest of what he said, but let me pull this back up right here real quick. I want to have a second to talk about this. He said, in hindsight, I probably should have took him out. Here's the biggest problem right there with that statement by Aaron Boone. It goes to show you that you're not confident in your decisions. In hindsight, I should have removed him after seeing he gave him a home run. What I would have liked to hear Aaron Boone say right there is, no, Meredith, Garrett Cole is our ace. Did it look like he maybe was slowing down a little? Yes, but I trust him more than anybody. And today it bit us. That's the answer that I wanted to hear. Because as you guys know, I am a major advocate in letting your starting pitcher, your ace, not starting pitcher, your ace, win their game. I am a big advocate on letting your ace do his job. Don't interfere. Don't take him out. Let him do his job. If he's at 118 pitches, 105, and he's slowing down, he gives up 2 hits in a row, make the move. But I'm a big advocate in saying, let him do his thing. I'm not a big advocate on this bullshit answer because, again, it's pussy wimping out. It's not being a manager. It's no direction. There's no leader. Sit back and go, hey, Meredith, no, you know what? He's our ace. He's our ace. He had a 6-run lead. Why would I think that Bethancourt is just going to hit a bomb off from the center field? I stuck with my guy. It didn't work today. That's simple. And I will stick with Cole again next time. It did not work. Don't try to pussyfoot around the answer. I hate that. There's no point of it. It's pathetic. Let's get to the rest of it. And I'm going to get to the super chat, Rod. Thank you.
But it's also, like you said, it's our ace. And he's been so good managing situations this year.
There you go.
Obviously he's pitched great. But even in the outings where he's had a little bit of trouble, I feel like he's done a great job navigating. And being short Marinaccio and Hamilton down there today, I just felt like, the best way to get there was having Garrett work through that. Obviously didn't work, and
he's not wrong.
Probably in hindsight, probably should have got him as he started to.
That's the problem. Stick to your fucking guns. Be a man.
Was there any consideration to having King come out for another?
No. Not once his pitch. He was 1 inning today. I would have used him behind Wandy. Had it got to Diaz there in the 8th for maybe a 4-out situation. But he was a 1 inning today in a save situation or winning situation.
Talk about Harrison Bader. Since he's come back, he certainly has swung the bat well for you.
All right, so we'll cut it right there because we don't want to hear too much of Aaron Boone. I want people to have regular ears. And by the way, that tweet was put out by Roseanne at Hoodie Glaber on Twitter. Happy birthday. Roseanne is a great fellow Italian. I always support my Italians, and Roseanne is pretty fucking awesome and funny with the stuff that she tweets because she don't give a shit. And it's fun to see more people like that. So happy birthday, Roseanne. Moving forward, let's get to another voicemail. We're going to continue on with even more today. Let's see what we got here. Oh, my bad. Before we do that, my brother Rod Thompson with the super chat. And Rod, gotta tell you, fam, thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
Rod says, it's astonishing to me that Boone comes from a 100 generation Boone lineage, and he has no feel whatsoever on how to manage a game. He's 6 years in. How long does it take? Rod, for him, it seems like it's gonna take forever. That's a great super chat by you. It's so weird with Aaron Boone, man. It really is, because you sit back and you go, well, like he said, I'm a baseball guy, bro. I hope you are, and I'll give you all the credit in the world that you should be. But the way Boone manages, man, it's horrible. It's pathetic. It really is. The way the team plays on the field, the way the players look at each other, guys, there's a problem here. I don't care what anybody says. There's a problem. There's a legitimate problem with the New York Yankees, no doubt about it. Garrett Cole the other day, a couple of weeks ago, with Aaron Hicks, just tossed his hands in the air, was shocked that he couldn't make a play. Gleyber Torres had like ice skates on, or rollerblades. He picks the ball up and he's falling all over the ground like he's in quicksand or on ice. And he can't make a play. And Garrett Cole visibly looks upset and says something towards the Yankee dugout. Like, come on, man. That's not normal, by the way. That's not normal at all. That is not normal stuff in baseball. And it's sad that we're seeing it. Got a super chat by Epic Warrior. Epic Warrior, my man. Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
Love you guys, man. Who gets sent down? Peraza. They got to win 2 games at least when the Rays come into town. They better get their first series sweep against the A's. Epic Warrior, no doubt about it. And at the end of the day, it probably, hate saying it, because everybody knows I'm a huge Peraza fan. Probably should be. I hate saying it, but probably should be Peraza. Apparently, Samantha had the greatest quote tweet of all time. Peraza was like one of those racehorses. They said, man, no. That foot is no good. That foot is no longer good for him to use. The foot got to go. Sorry, Oswald. Let's take you in the back. It's all right, buddy. Come on. We're going to fix that foot. We're going to fix that foot for you. Don't worry. Come on. Look at the flowers, Oswald. Look at the flowers. Boom! And they put him out of his misery. That's exactly what they did with poor Peraza. The poor guy is sitting there going, I want to play. Please play me. I can play third, second, short. Put me in the outfield, coach. I'm ready to play. The Yankees have other thoughts. So I'm hoping at this point they let the kid go play baseball. Because what the Yankees have already done, they shit his value out. His value is dwindling away. Think about it. If you're another club and you go, great, we like this kid. You like our player? We like Peraza, but you got to give us more than just him. Well, when he was at the major league level, you guys used him as a utility man. Why are we gonna give you full value? Exactly. Why would I as a team look at Brian Cashman and go, I'm going to give you full value? For what? Exactly. For a guy that you benched? Where's the value? So the Yankees are once again just shooting this kid in the foot, and his value is going to hell. Let's go to the next voicemail of the day again, guys. 804-592-6160. Drop your voicemails.
Yo, Pete. It's your boy Sunil from Texas.
Yo.
I should be sounding a little bit more frustrated right now, but I guess there's no point to, increasing one's blood pressure over this team because it's the definition of insanity, the expectation of a different outcome when you do the same shit over and over again. It's a little bit more cumbersome and a little bit more high at a higher level than just repetitively taking a shit in a toilet bowl because you know what happens at the end of the day. You don't have much expectations from that.
Right.
But from this Yankee team, you can have all your players all you want. You can have everybody back from injuries. Rodon, Montas, Trevino, Efros, Canely, Judge, Severino. You could have every one of them back. You still won't get past the Rays. Count it. It's gotten to a point where I think you should start calling this show All Dead. And you should probably bring back hot balls. Because, quite frankly, Boone can't carry anybody's hot balls, let alone his own. It's gotten to a point also where I think the hierarchy of the organization should be considered as stockholders, or I should say stakeholders.
Yep.
Steinbrenner, Cashman, Boone, Michael K. The fans don't even come anywhere even close to this hierarchy in consideration because obviously they don't fucking listen to us.
Facts.
They don't give a shit. They're just content with the money they make, the fact that they're even getting business sponsorships to the tune of maybe multi-billions of dollars a year. They don't care about the average fan. Who are we kidding? This organization needs to basically be taught a lesson. And unfortunately, the average fan base chanting firing Boone, fire Cashman, or even boycotting games, boycotting buying Yankee merchandise or any of those things isn't going to do a lick of difference. It's not going to make a lick of difference whatsoever. Mark my words. This organization is not the 90s Yankees. It's not the Yankees that Gene Michael helped resurrect when Steinbrenner got suspended in the 90s.
True.
It's not the same organization that drafted and scouted Derek Jeter, Posada, Rivera, Bernie, and any of the core that existed during the dynasty days. Pete, I think my previous voicemail got interrupted and cut off because the phone disconnected. I'll just be short this time. I don't think fans should seriously consider watching this team. Loyalties and everything be what they are. This team is a joke right now.
No.
It's more than just the definition of insanity. It's gotten to a point where I think Brian Cashman and the entire front office, even Steinbrenner, I'm pretty sure, uses analytics every time they go to the commode and take a shit.
Yeah.
I really don't know what to tell you here, man. This team is basically losing its loyal fans day by day, but they don't seem to care because they have the business, sponsorships, the corporate sponsorships from.
I'm gonna cut the voicemail off right there, Sunil. A great voicemail. Truly understand your point, guys. I'm just gonna ask one thing. The voicemail limit goes to 3 minutes. Try to keep voicemails under 2 minutes so we get a lot of people in there. I don't want to do the show for 2 hours plus, so try to leave voicemails at least under 2 minutes if you guys can. But Sunil, I agree and I disagree in a sense. One, I always say this. I never want to tell anybody how to fan. Yankee fans are going to show up. Yankee fans are going to show up. Yankee fans are going to watch the game. I'm a loyal Yankee fan. I've already said it. I'll go down with the ship. But I truly do feel that with a fan presence, a media company that is large enough to have enough fans say, you know what? I agree with what Pete is saying. Let's voice our displeasure. I know and I get where you're coming from that that's not necessarily going to be enough to change the Yankees' mind on how they do business. But we have a small little bit of evidence there. Hal Steinbrenner came out and said, and it's been talked about in the New York Post and a few other articles, that on Derek Jeter Day, when he got booed, he didn't like it. He didn't like it. He didn't like that the Yankee fan reaction was to boo him and voice their displeasure. That's what he said, that they voiced their displeasure. And to his credit, business decision or what, doesn't matter, he signed Judge and he needed to sign Judge. No doubt about it. He also went out there and got Rodon, who we haven't seen yet, unfortunately. He has put money into this team. Here's what I say to people when they go, the Yankees aren't spending. The Yankees do spend, no doubt about it. Here's the problem. Should the Yankees ever be limited to not get a player? No. That's the issue. The Yankees should always be able to sign whoever they want. If, for an example, they sit back this year and they go, you know what? Ohtani is who we need. And we've spoken to him. He'd be willing to play here. This is just an example. This is not something me saying is going to happen. If the Yankees then go, well, the Dodgers are interested, they're offering a lot of money. The Yankees should never lose that guy. They should never miss a player that they know they need. A Manny Machado, a Bryce Harper, however you see it, they should never miss out on a player. It also shouldn't stop them from going over any threshold financially. Now, should Hal Steinbrenner have an issue with the threshold? Yes, no question he should. The reason why he should, folks, if you guys didn't know this, maybe you'll know it now. Part of the money, when you go over, goes to the teams that don't spend money. That's bullshit. So Hal Steinbrenner, I had to go from best to worst. George, Hank, and then Hal. Unfortunately, the top two are deceased. Rest in peace to both of them. Cohen, Steinbrenner, anybody spending money, the Dodgers, the Padres, whoever goes over that amount, and they're willing to do it, they just send money to teams like the Oakland Athletics, the Orioles, blah, blah, and these teams are just saying, thanks for the mills, pocket it, throw it in their pockets, share it around. I don't have a problem with Steinbrenner saying that shit needs to change, because he did when they had the strike. He raised his hand about that threshold and goes, that's not right. That should not be happening. Now, is it something he should overlook to do the best thing for your team? Yes, no question. If there's a great player out there and the Yankees are at that threshold and they go, damn, we could get this guy. And you go, shit, that's not good. It's going to go over the threshold. It should be an easy phone call. Go ahead and make the move. Don't worry about it, make the move. That's where it should be at. 100% that's what should happen. There should never be a holdup on getting a very, very good player. Not for the Yankees. Doesn't work that way. It should never be that way. But as I see people throwing, as TC Steele just says, LI, it's $297 million pile of poop. It is. I don't disagree. But that is on Brian Cashman. So if I'm going to beat up on Steinbrenner on anything, it's your choice of who is running the club. He's been here too long. Guys, I would have done the easiest thing in the world. Contract is up. Hey, Brian, come on in. Sit in behind me. Let's say it's right over here near Spank. I would have had the Yankees' current roster and everybody's salary next to it. And on the bottom, in big fucking letters, bang, I would have had the amount of money that I'm spending on this bullshit club. And I would have simply had him sit down and I would have said, hey, Brian, put my watch. It's 1:30. You got until 1:40 on why you should stay here when I look at this. And that's it. And I would have then at the end said, it's been good knowing you. How about instead of we saying we don't want to bring you back, let's come to some sort of agreement where you just decide, hey guys, I've decided to take another role in the organization, whatever. And you bring in Brian Sabean, if he wants the job. 3 World Series titles. We got to fix this shit. How do you do it? Let him tell you. You like it, you don't. Crazy thing with Hal Steinbrenner is he's the fucking boss. Bosses demand answers. It's not hard to do. Nobody's expecting you to run the club. You could sit on your boat all day. Just make sure it's being run properly. Brian Sabean here, check. Omar Manaya's with them, okay, check. He knows the farm system well. He's one of the best scouts in the planet. We got a good foundation. Get me a manager of your choosing, take him, and we'll go from there. But let's move on to the next voicemail. I could talk about this shit all day.
Yeah, I know I already called once. It's Jacko. But I just watched Aaron Boone's post-game press conference.
We
and
did
I am
too.
so sick of his bullshit talking points where it's the same crap every time. Great come from behind wins. Great come from behind wins. That should be Aaron Boone's soundbite for the rest of the season. Come from behind, because that's what he does. He comes from the behind. And he says we clawed our way back into it. We had a fucking 6-0 lead. Losses like this would be easier to swallow if he hadn't fucked up so many potential wins already this year. Come from behind Boone. Come from behind Booney.
Jocko, you're right. I mean, you're not wrong. You're spot on. And you know, Aaron Boone has done this thing where it's like he has to give so much credit to the opposing team. Now, I tell you what, if I'm sitting in that clubhouse and I'm 10 games back of the Rays and they just defeated our ace and, you know, they basically put their foot up our ass and shut us down. My thing for me is I would have to sit back and question my manager and go, hey, coach, you know, what's up with all this always giving credit shit? How about one day we just simply say we sucked? We blew a 6-run lead. Wasn't good on our part. We honestly should have won all 3 games. The Rays are a good club. They're off to a good start, but we should have won all 3 games. We allowed them to beat us 2 of 3. That's what I would like to hear. 53 likes away from 100, guys. Do me a favor and smacky the likey, the button. Yeah. Smacky the likey, folks. Smacky the likey. But that's what I would like to hear.
What's up, Pete? So, this series with the Rays, I think we actually had enough offense to really take all 3 games. And our defense, bullpen, Aaron Boone, this front office kind of really caused us to lose this series.
Yep.
We really are missing Aaron Judge, Big G. These guys really lengthen this lineup up. But with Bader coming back, if he can stay this consistent, you know, possibly move Volpe down the order. I wouldn't put him back in the 9 hole. It's just he didn't seem comfortable in the 9 hole either. The 1 hole, he does seem pretty good, but it's striking out way too much for a leadoff hitter. You know, I honestly, when Judgy comes back, man, I will honestly do DJ, Volpe, Aaron Judge, to really just help with that 1, 2, 3, lengthen that lineup up so the 5, 6, 7 hitter, you don't have Hicks up there going, batting seventh. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you said there. The Yankees offense wasn't terrible. No doubt about it. I mean, being led by this guy right here, Harrison Bader, was pretty phenomenal for the Yankees. I mean, Bader's looking good. Bader's looking like the guy that we saw in the postseason. As I talked about this on Designated Spitters yesterday with Derek. If you guys didn't see that episode, make sure you catch it. Or you can watch it on Spotify or Apple Podcast, however you watch it. But Harrison Bader was phenomenal. Harrison Bader's been phenomenal for the Yankees. A lot of good home runs, clutch singles, clutch hits. And the thing about Bader that I talked about, I thought it was a good deal when it happened. And from the Cardinals fans that I know, they told me when the deal happened, like, Pete, you got a gamer. Harrison Bader is a really good player when he's on the field and he's healthy. And that has always been the big thing for Harrison Bader is health. Is he going to stay healthy? Is he going to be able to play 120 games? Is he going to play 130? He's added much needed pop and honestly, much needed grit. He's a ball player. The Yankees need more ball players. And Harrison Bader, no doubt about it, is a ball player. They need more of those guys. Steals bases, hustles, screams, shows emotion. The Yankees need so much more of that in spite of Aaron Boone's being walking, living, breathing melatonin. They need more of that. Speaking of Anthony Volpe, no doubt about it, Volpe is striking out at an alarming rate. I believe, matter of fact, so I'm not wrong, let's go ahead and pull that up real quick. And I'll put that on the screen so we can all see that together. I know it's over 30. It might be like 31, 32%, somewhere around there right now. So let's actually see. Advanced batting, actually it's 28%. I'm wrong. I thought it was over 30. So he is striking out at a 28% clip, almost 29%, which is not good. Which is really, really not good at all. That is not where you want Anthony Volpe to be. Anthony Volpe cannot be a 30% strikeout guy. Now, does that mean that I am concerned with Anthony Volpe? Not really. Here's what I would say. What I would say about Anthony Volpe is if Anthony Volpe is still struggling pretty high come 3 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, I would have legitimate concerns. So let's also pull up Anthony Volpe's StatCast. So taking a look at this is also not good at all. I mean, Anthony Volpe is in the blue on almost everything. And if you know about StatCast, blue is poor. Blue is not good. Blue is that you're not playing a good game. Jared says, who's to blame yesterday, Cole or Boone? Cole. Cole had a 6-0 lead. He's the ace of the club. It's his fault. His exit velocity is going up, which is good. He's not barreling the ball, striking out too much. His max exit velocity is also not good. So these are, fair reasons why somebody could sit there and go, I'm a little concerned. Here's what I will say about Volpe, and I haven't changed on anything I've said about him because I pretty much feel this is fact. I think Anthony Volpe will be fine. The problem right now for Volpe is that the Yankees are dick. That's the problem right now for Anthony Volpe, is that he's almost put into a position where he has to be one of those guys and not just a get ready for the big times kid. Not one of those things where you can sit back and go, he had a good week. He struggled a little bit too, but he's had a good week. That's the thing with Anthony Volpe. And as Yankee Farm just says, I talked about this with Derek yesterday. He chases the high fastball far too much. His swing is a bit long. He hasn't been. One of the big rumors about him was that off-speed pitches can get him. They've been working Anthony Volpe. If you watch today, high fastballs and breaking pitches, and he hasn't adjusted yet. As I said with Derek yesterday on Designated Spitters, Anthony Volpe has an extremely high baseball IQ. Whenever you spoke to a scout, they always said he lacks the big pop tools that maybe a Jason Dominguez has. But Volpe makes up with it up here because he's so strong mentally. And he has such a high baseball IQ. You'd expect him to work out of things and kind of adjust. He needs time, guys. 28 likes away from 100. Guys, he needs time. Let him have his time. Let him take his time. If he struggles for another 2 weeks, and let's say he's hitting at a flat 200, and he looks like he's really struggling, maybe you drop him. Harrison Bader could lead off. Maybe you do Bader, somebody. You start going about it that way. But for me, he's not the main cause of concern right now. He's not the main cause of concern right now. Let's get to the next voicemail.
Hey, Pete, sorry for a second voicemail, but I forgot to mention something. I don't know why no one's really talking about Carlos Rodon and his back. Like on the Yes Network, they said that he's going for like a shot next week. Why are you waiting a week to get a shot? If I have quote unquote identified the problem. I think something's really wrong with his back. Someone screwed up, and now the Yankees are trying to like sugarcoat or cover this up. I don't know. It just seems weird. The whole Carlos Rodon thing seems weird. Some people are talking about don't expect him back this season. If that's the case, this season might be very long. Later. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, look, I mean, for the Yankees to win, they're going to need Rodon. I mean, I know there's probably some people out there that don't expect that, but Carlos Rodon, they need him. They need him healthy, and they need him able to pitch for them to really go on a run and win. If the Yankees somehow, and this is probably their thought process, to be honest with you guys, is this a winning process? No. But me knowing the Yankees how they are, and there is some truth to this, even if we don't like it, the Yankees are probably sitting back right now and going, well, guys, if we somehow just manage a wild card spot, if we're able just to put our foot in and we get in that door, if we are able to do so, and Cole, Rodon, and Severino are healthy, and they've even pitched for a month of baseball, if they've made 9 starts each, 8 starts each, 7 starts each, they're built up enough, and you just throw your hands up and go, let them ride in the postseason. They got the whole offseason, let them go. Let them ride. That's what the Yankees are thinking, because I know this club so well. You hear from Brian Cashman, too. We're not healthy. Hey, Brian, you guys are 68-68 over the last something games. We haven't been healthy. It's an easy excuse. We're injured, guys. Come on. Wait a second. We're injured. You guys don't think if all these guys were healthy, we wouldn't be better? Stop it. Of course.
Stop it.
Of course we're better. Are you kidding me? But that's the New York Yankees for you, folks. And there is some truth to that in regards to the postseason. If you sit back now and you go, hey, the Yankees, they just got in. They just managed to get in. But they got Cole, Rodon, and Sevy going, and they're all healthy. Maybe by that time, Dominguez gets hot in Double-A, and the Yankees go, he takes over for Hicks. Dominguez, Bader, and Judge stand to DH. I tell you what, if Rodon or Sevy don't come back, They got to trade Glaber for a starting pitcher. Get somebody. Get somebody halfway decent. Stick Peraza at second the rest of the year and say run with it. The Yankees got to start making some serious decisions at some point. That's the thing. They got to make serious. You can't always go injuries. Oh, if they come back, we're good. Yay. Great. It can't be that way. They got to figure some things out.
Hey, Pete. The last time the Yankees made it to the World Series and won, I was 9 years old. To put that into perspective, I graduate from college this Thursday. So I'm going to keep my rapid fire. Yeah, that's how it's been. From 9 years old to graduating college this Thursday, and we're World Series list. So, what the fuck, man? Thanks for all you do. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Just wanted to quickly, of course, congratulate you also for finishing college. Good job, my man. That is absolutely awesome. Let's see. We got a couple of more voicemails. Let me make sure this one's good. All right.
It's Vinny in Big School, I'm not surprised by this series in Tampa. Honestly, we all know the problem with this team. It has no soul. Like, and I've gotten into this argument with some fans who don't want to wake up and realize the truth. And I said that this team hasn't had a soul since 2017. Right? That team wasn't perfect. It had its issues, but they fought. And I asked the guy, and I said, look, against the top-seeded Cleveland Indians in 2017, the Yankees were down 0-2. They rallied back to win the ALDS and make it to the championship series. Would this team right now be able to do that? No, because they have no soul. Because they're complacent. You said it. They expect to win, but they don't put the effort in to win. There's never going to win anything as long as things remain the same. That's why, honestly, I haven't been really paying attention to this team. I'll tell you this: if I was paying more attention to this team, I would go through 6 bottles of black rum before the season ended. That's how bad this team is. And, put it all, like I said, and I've said this already, the only way it's going to change, look, yes, we can shout fire Boone, we can shout fire Cashman, but like I said, is when it hits rock bottom. Because obviously they're complacent with the status quo, but if the status quo breaks,
but that's part of it.
They will make change. Trust me on that one. Like I've said it. And honestly, it's a painful thing to watch, but we all have to wake up and realize that they gotta lose to get better.
Yep, but that's part of
it. It's a counterintuitive concept, but you gotta accept it. All right.
But that's all a part of it, man. Voice into displeasure is a part of the sink. The ship sinking. Voice into displeasure is a big part of it. I truly believe that, and I'll stick to that. I'm the forerunner of pushing that, no doubt about it. When the Yankees did it, yeah. When fans did that, I had people messaging me during the game, Pete, they're doing what you said. And I'll be honest with you, it put a smile on my face because there's something to that. Yankees Farm, my brother, says, speaking of Jason Dominguez, anything on Michael K's comment from the front office about thinking of promoting him? I think if Jason Dominguez gets really hot in AA, I think there's a chance the Yankees promote him, come around the All-Star break a little after. I really do. I think the Yankees saw enough of him in spring training to feel like this kid is just about ready. And they got him in left field for a reason. They basically said, forget center field. He's played a little bit of center. But I think that's a lot on Omar Minaya, too, of basically saying, well, if he's going to be a left fielder, get him there now. Let's prepare him for later in the season. I think if Jason Dominguez just shows I could get on the, maybe he has a month of hitting 320, 285, 275, and the Yankees could simply go, I think we can make this. I think we can make this happen. Got a super chat from my man, Epic Warrior.
Thank you for being a friend.
He says, what about trading Sweeney and Dunham for depth? Dunham, maybe. I think Dunham could be a good piece for the Yankees, though, in the future, especially as a guy who could be a fourth outfielder. But when it comes to Sweeney, I don't want to trade Sweeney for depth. Sweeney's doing so well in AA right now that he could probably be part of a bigger deal. Trey Sweeney. Another thing, too, with a Trey Sweeney is I would like to see him move to third base full time. Lefty swing, third base, pretty good pop. Restructured his swing a bit. It looks like it is paying off to a degree. I'd be interested in seeing him officially. The Yankees just go, play third base, kid. Let's see what you could do there. And I want to see the Yankees kind of set up their future a little more. They don't do that enough. As Yankee Farm says, Dominguez over his last 10 games hitting 286 with over 1,000 OPS. That's what you want the Yankees to see. That's what you want the Yankees to see. I had a DM from Ruben who brings up a good point. He goes, Bader for his career, for some reason, just never hit well at Busch Stadium. And there's evidence behind this. He's a career 212 hitter at Busch Stadium, but a career 280 hitter everywhere else. That's a major difference. That is very, very odd. 212 career hitter, 290. This is his home stats for his career at Busch Stadium. 212 average, 295 on base percentage, 339 slugging, 634 OPS. On the road, 280 batting average, career, 342 on base percentage, 479 slugging, 821 OPS. That is a significant stat. Significant stat that one is. Let's get to the next one here.
Pete, it's me again. I just remembered what I was about to say. You said this, and I have to disagree with you. You say George Steinbrenner is rolling in his grave right now. You're wrong, because it's not just George Steinbrenner. It's Hank Steinbrenner. It's Dan Topping. It's Del Webb. It's Jacob Rupert. It's Babe Ruth. It's DiMaggio. It's Lou Gehrig. It's every great Yankee. It's every great Yankee player. It's every great Yankee owner. It's every great Yankee manager. Right now, are looking at us from the baseball heavens and are disgusted at the sight that they see in front of them.
I agree.
They're all disgusted. And they are probably beyond frustrated. There's nothing they can do to change it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. Again, you said you disagreed, but then obviously you agreed. It's just more people. Yeah, I mean, the aura and the mystique of the Yankees has certainly gone away. There's not that draw as much as they used to be, in my opinion. Back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, even 2009, the Yankees went to the World Series, won in 2000, went there in 2001, went there in 2003, and there was still a mystique about the Yankees. The Yankees are, no doubt about it, losing that mystique. Again, I do content creation, so I'm always creating for you guys. I'm always talking about this, and I do it so much because I love this team so much. When Aaron Boone does things like, I got bullied by an umpire, I always say, that is a disgrace to the pinstripes. My track record is out there of talking about how this team is disgracing these pinstripes. No doubt about it. It's ugly. I agree with you 100%.
Yo, Pete, it's me, Chris, the Mets fan. Listen, I'm sorry about your loss to the Rays and all. But look on the bright side. At least you guys did better than we did. And on top of that, you guys have Oakland coming up, so I wouldn't be too worried about it because that series should be a sweep.
Yo.
Anywho, aside from that, just got a quick question. I heard rumors saying that Aaron Boone was bullied by an umpire. Well, if that's the case, let me ask you this. How would you feel if Spanky was bullied by an umpire? What would be your reaction? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Again, thanks and good luck against Oakland. Bye.
Bro, I would never, ever in my life, have Spanky be bullied by anybody. Okay? It just would not happen. My little Spank will never be bullied by anybody. Damn it. It will not happen. Spanky will never be bullied, okay? Never, ever, ever, ever. It'll never happen. Booney, on the other hand, could always be bullied. We got one more voicemail, guys. Then we're going to talk briefly about a couple of tweets, and we're going to get ready to wrap the show up. But stick around because we still got a little while to go.
Hey, Pete, good morning. This is Angel Serrano, bro.
Serrano,
my guy,
what's
my
up,
guy,
fam?
Pete, Medina, Anthony Garcia, Hirsch, everyone out there.
Hey.
Yo, man, you know what we need? I believe like the old Yankees with Papa Steinbrenner. You know what we need? We need the presence of Hal. Hal has to get off his butt. He has to show presence at Yankee Stadium and all over the place. Moaning, bitching, whatever he has to do to motivate this team. This guy's a businessman. Doesn't he know that if he, builds the team correctly, people will come? The team right now is jack dead. No type of motivation from Boone. Many players don't even want to come here to New York because of that. You see guys like Hicks with all his mumbo jumbo that he's doing. Practically the third base coach yesterday was screaming at him, and he stood like a sucker, just frozen. Then finally he found, he felt like, oh, they probably didn't tag me. Let me get up and go home. Too late.
Yep.
Right now we really need the presence of Hal, just like his father George Steinbrenner, to make the difference. Say and yell and scream, even threaten these players, man. Something's got to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, go Yankees. Love you guys. Take care, Pete. God bless. Bye-bye.
Angel, spot on, brother. I mean, that's a hell of a voicemail right there, my friend. And thank you, of course, saluting the chat and some of the members of our chat. Again, we just have an unbelievable community here. And I that stuff, honestly, man, it makes me so happy when I see you guys salute each other and be so thankful of what we're building here. But I am kind of surprised that Steinbrenner hasn't come out and just said a couple of things, a couple of words. Hey, what's going on here? And there's nothing wrong with a job being threatened. Nothing wrong. Nobody should feel safe. I remember last year when Boone was doing his year-end presser, and they asked him flat out, are you worried for your job? And before the guy got finished with the word job, he said, job. No, not at all. His reaction was not like well, we're going to talk about these things. It was, no, not at all. No way in hell did he get rid of me. Are you nuts? Do you know who I am? I'm Aaron Boone. I hit a home run in no tree. You don't remember? Timmy Wake? You guys don't remember that? Get to the last couple of things of the day here. This is from Brandon Cunty. When the Yankees look to bring back Aaron Judge on Tuesday, someone's got to go. Will they consider cutting Aaron Hicks? Or will they demote a struggling youngster? Looking at the situation. Well, in my opinion, I think it's maybe one of the greatest mysteries in the world. How Aaron Hicks is still on this ball club, but he is. Coming back, of course, I do believe when everybody's back, Stanton, Judge, I don't know how the Yankees keep Aaron Hicks. I've made a prediction. I don't think he lasts a year. Aaron Hicks is fucking terrible, folks. He's terrible. Aaron Hicks, if they want to go by the then analytics, is up there. He's right there with the worst players in Major League Baseball. How do you keep him around? Yankees have done it so far. Can he last a year? We'll see. Looking at the standings right now, folks, there you have it. The Yankees do sit 2.5 back of a wild card, 10 games back of the division. Tampa Bay 28-7, Baltimore 22-12, Toronto 21-14, Boston 21-15, and you got the New York Yankees at 18-17. Over the Yankees' last 10, they're 4-6. Run differential is also going away for the Yankees. They had a very good one for a little while. They're only +3 now. Everybody in the East is a plus. Just to show you how impressive that is, if you scroll down, In the West, you got not every team. The Yankees, the AL East is the only division that everybody's a plus in run differential. Yankees also at home, 11-8. On the road, 7-9. Speaking of that, here's the schedule for the Yankees, folks, and it doesn't get easier. Scrolling down a little bit to the games they're done with. Today they start 3 against the A's at home, 4 against the Rays immediately after, then 4 in Canada versus the Blue Jays, and then 3 against the Cincinnati Reds. They're off on Monday the 22nd. 3 at home against the Orioles, 3 at home against the Padres, and then 3 against the Mariners. Guys, let me tell you something right now. The end of this month, in my opinion, is going to dictate the Yankee season. Kev Boogie Gabagool over here. It's going to dictate the Yankee season. If the Yankees come out of this month with a winning record overall, they have a shot to at least get into the postseason. They have a real shot. If the Yankees, let's just say for an example, they win 2 or 3, or let's say they God forbid, worst case, they lose 2 or 3, they split with the Rays, they split with the Blue Jays, they win 2 of 3 versus the Reds, they lose 2 of 3 against the Orioles, lose 2 or 3 against the Padres, and let's say they lose 2 of 3 or they win 2 of 3 against the Mariners. And how many games we got? I got 3, 7, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23 games. 23 games. The Yankees got to play well above 500. If they play 4 games under, 3 games under, and they come out of this month with a under 500 record, I think they got to seriously consider what they do at the deadline. Do we move some parts? Do we really think we book it and go in for this 12, 13, 14 games out, 15 games out of first place, maybe 4, 5, 6 back in the wild card? If that is the case, shit's looking tough for the Yankees. And of course, today, guys, Game Season Live will be on at 7 p.m. Former Yankee prospect J.P. Sears will be on a mound versus Nestor Cortez, who, if you're a Yankee fan, you should be a little concerned with Nestor. Right-handed batters are sitting on the cutter, and they are launching it. They're waiting for him to throw that cutter up and in, and they're launching it. Nestor Cortez really needs a good outing. And if you scroll down, I don't think many guys have faced Cortez. No, he got 4 at-bats versus Kemp, 1 against Laureano, 2 against Peterson, and 2 against Smith. Brent Rooker has been an absolute animal this year. I'm going to highlight him as the player to look out for. And teams are going to be asking to trade for this guy all around, maybe even including the Yankees. 91 at-bats, 10 home runs, 29 hits at 91 ABs, hitting .319, .434 on base percentage, 1100 slugging, OPS, excuse me. So with that being said, guys, we know what the Yankees have to do. We know what they have to go out there and accomplish, and now really they just got to go do it. That is the main thing. So guys, again, for another episode of All Rise, you guys are forever, ever goated. Do me a favor, before you leave, hit that like button. We're about 9 shy of 100. Let's get it well over 100 likes. And guys, you already know, I will be seeing you all later at 7 p.m. for Game Season Live. And I do believe there's going to be another Farm Report heat sheet on NyynewsTV today, NyynewsTV.com. So make sure you guys check that out. But until next time, guys, I am out. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for all of your amazing voicemails today. Until next time, guys, peace. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys at 7 o'clock.
before it hits the front page.